As troublesome as a trousers eating goat. That one. Would that be a billy goat? And what's the deal? Okay, so I keep going back to Dandelion. I keep ending up there. I didn't realize I had that much to say about him. Why do they call the Red King Los?
I don't know.
I didn't even know who the fuck they were talking about at first.
They said it enough times that it was like context clues, but yeah, it was definitely strange.
Well, so the Crimson King went mad because he couldn't decide whether to bring the tower down and get there before you could get there. Wait, what's the two conflicted? He basically went insane because he had two things he was trying to do at once and he couldn't figure out which one to do. Well, that seems kind of lame. So the one was to bring the tower down to get there before you could get there, Roland, and mount to the top to destroy it or to rule it. He's never cared about understanding it, just beating you to something you want and then snatching it away from you. About such things he'd care much. Okay. Why does he care about Roland so much?
Yeah, that's kind of like it leads me back to what you were saying earlier, where it's like Stephen King is now trying to paint it like it's this great rivalry, where if anything, the rivalry that we've seen the whole time was with him and the Man in Black, and
Yes.
he's dead now. So I don't feel it.
Yeah. It's making it seem like they have a relationship that they don't
They,
have.
they, they've never had. Give them a couple dreams about the king. Have them talk to each other. Something. There's been literally no interaction between the two of them, right?
Nope.
I
Yeah, I
don't
don't
think.
think
Yep.
firsthand. It's all been like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if the Crimson King really even sees Roland as a threat at this point, because like we've only seen from the perspective of everybody who fears the Crimson King.
You've never actually met this guy yet, right? This is
Right.
gonna be. I hope we get to meet him. Um, and how do his, I don't know, employees keep underestimating Mordred? Seems to be a stupid plan of action at this point, right?
Well,
Like that. What is he? The butler or the Fumulo?
yeah. The head, what did he call him? The head of state or something? Head minister?
Like when he's tempting them with the, I guess, the food, and it's like, oh God, here. Well, this is before Dandelo. That's half the reason I was okay. So we got Mia, we got these three people on the bridge offering you, I don't know, roast beef and gravy or whatever the hell it was supposed to be, and it was like rotting arms and legs instead. And then you're going to get the Dandelo and just eat it. Like there's no reason to be suspicious.
That's very true, yeah.
No, although they didn't know it was Dandelo, but still, I just Roland seems conveniently not suspicious when he needs to be. Like Gaster all over again. I still
Yeah.
I still say he would have just shot him in the face and then asked him what he said.
You know,
Um,
I kind of agree now that I think about it, because they just like take to it very easy, even before the whole laughter thing, or like maybe it's because he starts joking right away and it like brings their guard down, not they're doing it, but like that's part of his power.
well, she says that in the bathroom. Like he's out there laughing. What the fuck is wrong with that? What's dangerous about that? Like on the surface, it's kind of stupid to be suspicious of someone laughing. But on the other hand, how many people have told you to be fucking careful of everyone, or be careful of Dandelo, and that means be careful of everyone until you know who that is.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's
Um,
it's
oh
almost
yeah,
like they forgot though.
But that's why it kind of makes me think that maybe Dandelion has the like a way of, putting them at ease.
Yeah.
I think he might. Yeah, well, clearly once you start laughing, you get caught up in something. But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like he puts your guard down or something.
Well, and I even made a note when I was reading, more so during the actual like stand up bit that he was doing, but maybe he was doing it from the very start of the meeting. the cadence that he got into, I was like, it's kind of like he's hypnotizing them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
it was almost like a Twilight Zone episode or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very, I don't know, it had a strange quality to it. Again, he's good at that damn shit. Like I could just kind of see it, like a maybe even like a smoky nightclub, possibly a dummy in a box behind him on the stage somewhere. Maybe possessed, maybe not. Um, and so I'm assuming he got rid of or added the apostrophe S so nobody would know the anagram. Well, okay. Why don't you just take the sign down?
That's what I was thinking. Like, put a different name up or something.
I mean, do we? How many people are going? Oh, Odds Lane, thank God. Oh, we finally made it. Like, no, no, no. Wait a minute. We're looking for Odd Lane. This is clearly somewhere else. I can't. First of all, there's not a lot of travelers there, and yeah, I don't know. Just take the fucking sign down. Who needs that sign to stay there?
I agree. I think nobody.
Yeah, I mean, the king clearly didn't need it.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe
there's
he,
like a
I mean, this seems illogical, but maybe he couldn't take the odd lane down without taking Tower Road down, and he wanted to leave that as like, hey, you're almost there, but you're not quite, but you still need to rest.
what? I guess that just after their journey through, was that in Pathica where it was cold the whole time? No, they're in Pathica now, or were they, or have they been in there the whole? I'm not sure.
They call it the Badlands, so I don't know.
The White Lands of Empathica, but he was like, no, 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 no Empathica here. Like that would give everything away. Um, I forget what the fuck my point was. So, I'll just keep moving on. Who? Oh, that was my point. So the sign says Tower Road and Odds Lane or whatever. I, why wouldn't they just keep going? Because they just wanted because it was so enticing after their journey through the cold. I guess that they just felt the need to stop. Oh, they were just trying to decide that, and then he came out. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Rolling that close to the tower after this long, I'm not sure he would have stopped for anybody.
that's what I keep thinking too now is like, why did they stop? Because she even mentioned that they could have made it, like it would have been harder, but like, although I don't know, with the blizzard coming, maybe they wouldn't have been able to make it.
I like how they built a lean-to and just waited out the last blizzard in there. Wait a minute, that's not how that works. You would have done things like froze to death. Uh,
Through logic, this is a story.
who are the three kings? Are they the id, ego, and superego?
Yeah.
Can't remember his name. The guy. So why is the one like snarky dickhead? Which one is he?
That is the ego,
Super
right?
ego? Is that the ego?
I thought the super ego was the quiet one, but I don't know.
The
The
super
id's
ego was
behind
the
it.
one
The
in
id's
the
the
back.
sub.
What?
The super ego was the one in the back.
That's what I thought. Yeah. The like one in
Yeah,
charge.
he was like the one with his hands folded. They didn't say a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then the asshole was the ego, and the id was the other one. I don't know what it's called.
Nice one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Well, again, did we need all that king? My God, I thought we moved on from that, and here we go again. Now there's three of them talking to him, and I do remember that picture from all the Dark Tower stuff with the three kings and the. Every time I say that, I feel like I'm doing a Bible thing. Uh, um, the crows or the ravens or whatever the hell they are flying around above them. Like you see that picture all the time. I for some reason I totally forgot about that whole scene. And I don't know that it's important, other than like that's what's
Name it.
left at the castle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, and then Mordred comes. So I was actually happy we got a little Mordred at the end. I've been waiting for that guy. It's kind of like fucking Callahan and Jake in Song of Suzanne. I was like, where the hell are they? I wish he would like lead up to the battles where he goes back and forth from different perspectives. Like he's real good at that. I wish he would have done more of that here. Like I kind of want to see Mordred's what's he going through while he's following them. I can't be good.
Well,
Uh,
I don't feel like you're.
what?
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Well, I do. Yeah, well, that's true. It, it would all it would do is build sympathy, right? What did Roland say? I can't afford sympathy, and neither can you.
Yeah.
And he said, I thought about that. It didn't really dawn on me, but yeah, those are Mordred's parents he's chasing, actually, in a sort of kind of way, or in the technical kind of way, I guess. His real parents are somewhere. Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. He's got four parents, so this is a weird situation. But yeah, I never thought about that. That it was like Roland and Suzanne are mom and dad. That's just whoa. They had to go through a lot for that situation because I couldn't see that happening. Well, almost any other way, right? Um,
I hope not.
she never would have suspected her life's greatest temptation would be a cable knit fisherman's sweater, but here we are. They never said. Oh, we lost Amber.
Yep.
They never said like you can have this if you don't keep going. They were just like, hey, you can have this on your way. And like, why not just take it and go then? I mean, it's a good thing. Oh, she's back.
Hello.
Um, it's a good thing they didn't take it and go, as it turns out, because it was rotting body parts. But they never said you can have this or go to the tower. They just said, take it with you. I just took it. And Rando thoughtful, like, come on, that's not your name. There's no way.
Yeah.
Maybe it's him I was thinking of, not Dando. No, Dandolo said he was from like Nebraska or something too, did he?
Something he said a few different places, which is what made me think of. Although Pennywise stayed in one place for a long time.
Yeah, well, he liked it there.
He found a town where they don't care if you
Yeah,
eat
he
their
had a
children.
home. Kids were in school. It was a Mrs. Pennywise to think about. uh, not the Keystone World. I'm from Cornwall, upstate New York, not the Keystone World. That would make me feel weird if I was like, well, I'm from here, but it's not like the real place. It's just like a fake one. So the place I'm from doesn't actually matter. What about the three Stephen Kings? Just the glamour, said the old man. Well, that didn't explain anything. But that's kind of what I was saying. He just like projected an illusion. Um, and why did he need to look like Stephen King? What did he tell them that was so significant?
It's easier if it's someone he recognizes. But even Roland was like, well, you probably shouldn't choose him.
Oh, he gave him all the information about the sigil and the guns and what the king was
Yeah.
doing. You know what I didn't realize? Yeah, I don't have much more to say about the three kings. Basically. Like, okay. And then Mordred comes along and eats them. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But at this point, yeah, like, I think Roland said that, okay, Mordred's not eating because he's hungry at this point. He's just being a dickhead. Because they just crossed all that, you know, land with all that game and all that, the deer and all the other stuff to eat. So it's not like, Mordred's hungry.
Well, I thought he didn't like. I don't know if I mean I don't remember at what point, but like he also doesn't know how to take care of himself or like hunt.
Well, that's true. I think he killed that guy just because he thought it would be fun. Like everything that guy did, he was wrong answer. I don't think that guy could have had a right answer. Not in it, trapped outside it. There's a big difference. I guess. He was thinking of it. Yeah, I think we certainly had enough to say about Dandolo the entire time, so I don't know that we need to talk about that scene. So, um, where'd Patrick Danville come from?
I was thinking that too.
And that's kind of the end of that scene. There, he's in the base. How did he get there?
So I mean, he must have been brought there, like, or something.
Yeah,
I mean, is he like?
That didn't make sense to me. How he ended up there.
He almost seems like he's mentally handicapped or something. Well, maybe it's just because he can't talk, but he doesn't seem like he's all there. But I guess he's been having his emotions sucked out of him, so maybe he's not.
Susanna says that he's slow because she remarks that this is the third. I can't remember what word she used, but something like slow person that's helped them. But I don't remember. I couldn't think of who the first one was.
That helped too. Susanna Rowland?
The quartet in general, because she said Shimi. She mentioned Oi too, but I don't know if that counts.
That doesn't count. Oi is the quartet.
Yeah.
Well, there is no quartet, but whatever. The new blood.
Oi is the best one of them all.
Now you understand my bumper sticker.
Yeah.
On the front says Toadash on it. Nobody's ever said a word about that. Nobody knows. Well, people know, but nobody I know knows.
But my whole point was that Susanna says something like that about Patrick.
Yeah, did he come there with people? Did they get eaten? Why did he keep him alive, not other people? Why doesn't he have, I don't know, 10 people down there that he's just like sucking on once a week?
That's a good point. Like, why is this kid alive?
I guess every now and then, you know, the psychic stuff's good and all, but the really good stuff is the actual meat. So you have to take a limb every now and then, cut a tongue out for like, you know, it's Friday night. I'm having some ice cream tonight. I want the good shit. So he says? What is it? Something like if you have a steak, then the cow's dead. But if you just keep taking milk, then you can have the cow forever. Like, right. Oh, that's a great, awful analogy.
But also, like, milk and meat are not the same thing.
Yeah, could you live off milk? I guess you could, right? You drank enough of it. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't really want to find out. That doesn't sound too fun. And yeah, I have. So it was with Danville that they beat the blizzard was. That's what it was. The blizzard was for 3 days, and then like they just like built like a tent on the side of the tree. Why didn't they just stay in a damn house? They just couldn't take it in there that anymore. It was hot at first, and then all that shit stopped working, and then it wasn't hot in there anymore. So what was he trying to do? Say again.
But wasn't it kind of starting to smell because he was like decaying in there?
It might have been. Still, it's better than sitting outside in a blizzard.
They had like partial cover though.
Yeah, I wasn't buying the cover. I'm just saying. It didn't seem blizzard worthy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I forgot where I was going with that. I keep doing that. Well, I think there's things I want to say, but as always, I can't say yet. I almost wish we could go back and talk about this part again. Well, I mean, there's no reason we can't. But um, I guess so. So they are on the way to the tower, right? That's where we left our crew.
Uh,
Well, I mean, they're always on the way to the tower. That's not quite what I meant. They're on the Tower Road at this point, right?
On the Tower Road with Stuttering Bill in his
Oh, the
little
robot.
bulldozer thing.
I wasn't sure what to expect from him. I was like, is he going to be Andy? Is he going to be Nigel?
and I like how we have a cast of robot characters to compare him
Just think about that. We could almost do a book about the robots, right?
to.
I kind of want more robots. Yeah, and they all have different like personalities, which is weird to say about a robot, but um, they're like Andy kind of ruined it. And I like how Stuttering Bill also has many other functions. I don't think Nigel had any other functions. I don't even know what his function was. I don't think he ever said. But
Yeah.
Bill was wait, Andy's a messenger robot. Many other functions. Bill was what was he? A maintenance robot or something?
Bill?
Yeah.
I don't remember how he introduced himself.
Dream. I can't talk about that really.
Oh, they read the poem, sort of. Stanzas
I
of the.
did not. That's the one thing I did want to say. And by the way, we can give up on the Takura spirits and Nozulas. I get it. It doesn't have to be everywhere all the time. Now Eddie's wearing a Nozula shirt in her dream, and Jake's wearing a Takura spirit. Like, okay, moving on.
Yeah, but I think that was actually supposed to mean something because that's why Susanna said, "What world are you from?" Or "What world's this?" Something like that.
Does that mean they're from Keystone in the dream? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so
Is
because
Nozula and
Nozzle.
Takura Keystone?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
remember. It's not Keystone.
Right.
I can't remember where the fuck Keystone is. Are we in Keystone? We're not. No, Stephen
Who's
King's in
we?
Keystone. Well,
Yeah,
I was going to say the real world, but
we are yes Keystone.
because we're Stephen King's world, right?
Right.
Fucking Matrix shit going on here. Uh,
But that's not that actually felt significant because I remember right after that, I'm trying to find it. Susanna said something like, "What world are you from?" or "What world am I in?"
what did they say? Wasn't this yours? Uh, I don't know. It doesn't really say.
I
And
can't.
even in that dream, there's fucking Beware Dandelion. Like, come on. This is
Oh, so
let me
it must
check
have
it.
been before Dandelion, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's part. Oh, I'm in. Are you looking for it?
Mm-hmm.
Part 10 of whatever the hell chapter I'm in.
Okay.
I'm not sure what chapter. Chapter 4. Part 10 of chapter 4. Just about at the end. Um, and what does the one hat mean? There's one hat. Do you not see? I can't talk about that. I know what it means. Um, Must be a good time to stop. There's only one hat in the dream, and I was wearing it. Okay.
I feel like that means she dies next or something.
You know, I was wondering if that's what that means because we know he's going to end up.
At the tower alone.
He has to, right? I mean, we've been told that the whole time. I'm pretty sure. But what
Didn't they tell her that in the dream too?
is that? What the hat means?
You must let
Or
him go his course alone.
yeah.
Although and then Eddie says it could be your hat if you want it, which is interesting.
Right. Great. Way to confuse the issue. I thought I knew what the hat meant.
And then Jake says, "No more twins. There's only one hat. Do you not see?"
I don't see that either. Who's the twins? What does that even mean? Just two? Is he just using that to say two people? There's
Oh,
three of them. Because Oi counts.
if I had to guess, I don't know. I don't think it's that deep. I was like, my first thought was your twin self, like when you die, he's like, there's no more chances. Like, you're not gonna be alive in another world.
Yeah, do you need like I don't know, a special formula to like kill yourself and be undead? Like, because I feel like they should all do that.
Well, yeah, I kind of feel like he really glossed over how the Crimson King did that because I'm like, okay, so how did he become undead then? Like, I get
Right.
the killing yourself.
Is there
Yeah.
like a button you hit first or something? Like, how did he not stay dead exactly? Be like, oh, you can't kill me. I'm already dead. Well, that was fucking convenient. Talk about crazy. Like, like, like
Maybe
Peter. Like,
it's like, do you have to choose to kill yourself instead of having someone kill you?
That can't. Then everybody who commits suicide is immortal. That's not what
I
it's.
don't know.
that would be interesting because those aren't generally happy people.
All right.
There's a might be a movie in there.
I was just thinking that. I was like, that sounds like an interesting story.
It kind of does. You see, we're not sure where to go with it yet, but we got the nugget. We got enough to start typing. No, we don't. I need an opening scene. Anyway, don't forget that. Write that down somewhere. We'll work on that later. Um, yeah, I guess. I think we're good, right? Did we cover it all?
Yeah.
I mean, Dandolo. I'm on Dandolo now. We covered it. Just I said, like, not a lot happened, but then again, kind of like this whole, I don't know, journey has put through this part, not the whole journey, but this whole from Fennec through the cold, I guess, uh, has been almost like taking a breath because so much has been happening so fast.
Right.
And at first, you're like, okay, we have a little time to relax. But then again, there's a lot going on here.
Well,
Like yeah,
it's just mostly traveling, and then like even with Dandelo, like with the head guy, whatever, the kings and Dandelo, they didn't really fight. It was more just like, bam, you're dead. So it's been a lot
yeah,
more of just traveling and being miserable.
traveling and like meeting people on the road, like Hobbit style or something. Hey,
Yeah.
stranger. Um, but there's only one more part, so here we go.
It's
Let's
crazy.
see. I know it's going to be over, but not over. I mean, it's never over. But, we could do some graphic novels and all that. I don't know. I haven't decided if we want to. Maybe I should read them and see if they're worth a podcast. He pulled Dandelo straight out of the Robert Browning poem. I didn't realize that's what he was.
Yeah, me neither.
That was like when Stephen King reads that poem, that's what he saw. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, I was definitely glad that he was interpreting it because I was not getting that from the first read throughs I had.
I'm still kind of like, if you take Stephen King out of the poem, what the fuck is he talking about?
That's my point. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was how you saw that? Because that's not what I understood at
I
all.
right. I have no idea. Well, yeah, I didn't really understand it, but I definitely didn't see that. Um, and it probably wasn't what he saw when he first read it. That's kind of probably where it ended up at the end. But
It's
yeah,
like more complicated than Shakespeare.
yeah, it's not that old, is it?
I don't think so because
I think he's
he
like,
recently passed away.
oh, did it? Well, then that would be impressive if it was.
Well, I mean, like within the last 50 years.
Yeah, I think he was like late 18 or early 1900s, like that old English Tolkien kind of thing. But the point is, I kind of don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. Why is he like wording it so weird? It's
Yeah.
supposed to be poetry just because it's weird,
That's how you know it's poetry because you can't understand what they're saying.
right? No iambic pentameters here, god damn it. I mean, now that I'm reading it again, it is well, it definitely fits. I guess that makes sense, but I don't now. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Dandelo. But Right. Again, if you take that out, who's this hoary cripple and who is this guy talking to him? I don't know, where's he going? Anyway,
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about that in our Robin Firth episode. This is 2 episodes. I don't think we're going to be able to do a wrap up at the next one. There's, well, I mean, it might be short. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, and I'm calling you.
Okay.
End of podcast. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.